We showed you this video. Metro Police body camera shows an officer after speaking to a vendor getting pushed to the ground right at the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. Then the officer points a taser. The officer had told him his stand, it's illegal. There's now being swift action taken. In a matter of days, the county's going to start the process to make street vendors legal. But there's also going to be major changes. Clark County, by state law, must ban all street vendors from the Las Vegas Strip. Street vendors anxiously await the day they can work legally. But the same state law that paves the way for licenses also bans street vendors from all the tourist hotspots you see them now. Starting next week, Clark County will act and must act quickly. The Nevada Latino Legislative Caucus says by October 15th, Clark County must create an ordinance to bar street vendors from the Strip. The new state law says vendors must be 1,500 feet from resorts, stadiums, and conventions. 1,500 feet is about a quarter mile. Counties or cities can also choose to ban them around schools, houses of worship, pedestrian malls, daycares, rec centers, and parks. Bill proponents tell Fox 5 these strict sweeping rules were a compromise among lawmakers to appease concerned companies, yet help small minority businesses. Some of the victories written into the bill. Sellers are allowed on local sidewalks. By July 2024, counties and cities must write a law to allow them in neighborhoods. They must make a map to show where they can work. Make the Road Nevada has been advocating for vendors' rights and says, with all these restrictions, they're calling for a license to be affordable, simple, and swift.
Anything we can to break down the barriers, this is done as quickly as possible because we know how many people are eager to get their licenses and get out there and sell legally.
There's a public meeting at the Clark County Commission on Tuesday. A number of advocates and state leaders plan to be there.